What if Jinga Agane stayed evil? Well, I'm not going to see it because this is a long story, and I did a bunch of research on this. You guys can add more or tell me I'm wrong in the comments, but let's do this. So we all know Jinga Hagane and when he fought Ryuga and how Ryuga was basically talking shit about Ryuga, about Jinga's dad, and how Jinga over here got really frustrated and he had like this ominous aura which made his Beyblade go like berserk and wanted to break itself whilst attacking Ryuga, just to show a point that his dad is the #1 blader. But once if he stayed this way and hated on Ryuga, and he didn't want to like befriend Ryuga or anything, and just stayed angry with him, well, first of all, this could change the whole story of Male Fight for a bunch of reasons. Like, for example, Ryuga would break Pegasus, of course. He'll break Pegasus, and he will go on to challenge a bunch of other bladers. And at this time, Jinga would probably be really upset and angry at Ryuga, which means he'll evolve his Bay to, let's say, Galaxy Pegasus, or a different version of Pegasus. But there is a point where he might even just change the Beyblade, not even Pegasus, maybe to a different Beyblade, due to the fact that Pegasus runs off of Jinga's light and bright spirit, and if Jinga's bright spirit's gone, then it might just vanish with Jinga, so he might even make a new Bay. But yeah, that's a question that I will ask you guys. But now on to the next bit. His friends are different things. His friends would probably leave Jinga due to the fact that they all joined Jinga because he helped them with their stuff, they helped them with their emotional and everything else. Like, for example, Kenta would probably stay with Jinga the longest, then it'll be Madoka, and everyone else, Benkei, and everyone else would probably just like leave due to the fact that Jinga's that evil. He's now evil. He's now corrupted. It's like Star Wars and how Luke Skywalker was corrupted by the Jedi and everything, and how he became Darth Vader. And yeah, basically that. Then they would have Jinga would make the Bay, and they would battle. We don't know if Jinga would win or lose, but it would probably be like the same outcome as the show. Jinga as the main character would probably win, and Ryuga would back off. But the thing is that this Jinga would probably want to break Ryuga down just for insulting his father. And with that, I think he would break El Drago, which happened in the show, but he would, like, not physically, but Pegasus or whatever Bay he uses, breaks Ryuga's El Drago and destroys, like in the show, how Ryuga's Bay just broke, and he was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna upgrade it. This time, I think Jinga would change and become like you know how Ryuga changed. I think Jinga won't change, but his attitude would change a whole lot, which will affect the story of like Metal Masters and Fusion. In Metal Masters and Fusion, I think Jinga would still want to be the champion, but just because of hatred for Ryuga and knowing the fact that he will want to be better than Ryuga in any way possible, and show that he will be #1. Which evidently will move on to Beyblade Zero, which is where Jinga is the champion and all this stuff, but this time Jinga would not be as loved or as, respected as what he was in the show. He would be more of a villain. I think that their main aim is to beat Jinga and win, and it could go either way. It depends if Pegasus keeps on getting whatever Bay keeps getting upgraded. But yeah, and I'm sorry I'm terribly sick, but yeah, Jinga would probably might wipe the floor due to his rage and his anger, and he'd still be holding grudges to everyone who left him. And I think that in the other shows, Metal Masters and Metal Fury, he wouldn't meet he wouldn't meet the Continental Bladers and everything like that due to the fact of his rage, which could lead to Hades destroying the world due to Pegasus being the main reason why the world is saved. So there is a possibility that the world will never have a Beyblade Zero due to the fact that Jenga didn't save the world, and the world will probably be into chaos. But let's just say if he manages to save the world and all that, but not for the right reasons. He just wanted to save the world because he's probably the only one who can at this point. And Ryuga's dead by now. In the story with Ryuga and all that stuff would stay the same, or depending on how Ryuga is feeling, he could honestly be really pissed at Jenga, but he'll stay the same, or he would be destroyed mentally. And yeah, so I think that it depends on how you see the story and how you see Jenga as a protagonist. But everyone in the story would be against Jenga. And when we move on to Beyblade Metal Zero, as I explained, it wouldn't be full on happy Beyblades and all that stuff. The world would be chaos, or the world would be the same. It depends on how you look at the story, like I said. And yeah, this whole image here shows what Jenga has built up, but if it would be the exact opposite. It would be alone, depressed. He'll be basically like the Ryuga of the series, and you don't know. And yeah, Jenga will probably beat everyone and be the top dog. So yeah, guys, leave a comment to like this video. It's a long story, and I may not even think it's highly possible Jenga could be a bad guy, but it's just a what if series. So I will make more videos like this, and let's see who likes it. It's like 7 minutes, so sorry for so long.